Let us now learn about genicular anastomosis around knee joint. It is an arterial anastomosis around the knee joint. It is formed by branches of femoral artery, profunda femoris, popliteal, anterior tibial and posterior tibial arteries. It helps in continuous blood supply during flexion of knee. Genicular anastomosis helps in continuous blood supply during flexion of knee. Arteries involved in genicular anastomosis. Descending branch of lateral circumflex femoral artery. Femoral artery within the femoral triangle gives three deep branches. One of the deep branches is profunda femoris artery. Profunda femoris artery gives lateral circumflex femoral artery. Lateral circumflex femoral artery gives again three branches: ascending branch, transverse branch and descending branch. Descending branch of lateral circumflex femoral artery is involved in genicular anastomosis. Femoral artery gives profunda femoris artery gives lateral circumflex femoral artery gives descending branch. Descending branch of the lateral circumflex femoral artery is involved in genicular anastomosis. Descending genicular artery, saphenous artery. Femoral artery within the adductor canal, it gives descending genicular artery. Femoral artery gives descending genicular artery. Descending genicular artery again divides to give superficial branch and deep branch. Superficial branch of descending genicular artery is called saphenous artery. Descending genicular artery, it is a branch of femoral artery within the adductor canal. Descending genicular artery gives saphenous artery. Superior medial and lateral genicular arteries. Inferior medial and lateral genicular arteries. These are branches of popliteal artery. Popliteal artery, it gives superior medial genicular artery, superior lateral genicular artery, inferior medial and inferior lateral genicular arteries. Anterior tibial artery gives anterior and posterior recurrent branches. Posterior tibial artery gives circumflex fibular branch. These are the branches involved in genicular anastomosis. Superior medial genicular artery. It anastomoses with descending genicular artery and inferior medial genicular artery. Superior medial genicular artery, it anastomoses with descending genicular artery and inferior medial genicular artery. Descending genicular artery is a branch of femoral artery within the adductor canal. This descending genicular artery anastomoses with superior medial genicular artery and inferior medial genicular artery anastomoses with superior medial genicular artery. Superior medial genicular artery anastomoses with descending genicular artery and inferior medial genicular artery. Superior lateral genicular artery. Superior lateral genicular artery anastomoses with descending branch of lateral circumflex femoral artery, inferior lateral genicular artery. Superior lateral genicular artery anastomoses with inferior lateral genicular artery, and it also anastomoses with descending branch of lateral circumflex femoral artery. Lateral circumflex femoral artery is a branch of profunda femoris artery, which is a branch of femoral artery. Superior genicular arteries on one side, they will anastomose with inferior genicular arteries. On other side, on the lateral side, superior lateral genicular artery anastomose with descending branch of lateral circumflex femoral artery. On the medial side, superior medial genicular artery anastomoses with descending genicular artery. Inferior medial genicular artery. It anastomoses with superior medial genicular artery and saphenous artery. Inferior medial genicular artery anastomoses with superior medial genicular artery and saphenous artery. Saphenous artery is superficial branch of descending genicular artery. Inferior medial genicular artery anastomoses with superior medial genicular artery and saphenous artery. Inferior lateral genicular artery, it anastomoses with superior lateral genicular artery. Inferior lateral genicular artery anastomoses with superior lateral genicular artery. It also anastomoses with anterior and posterior recurrent branches of anterior tibial artery, circumflex fibular branch of posterior tibial artery. Inferior lateral genicular artery anastomoses with anterior and posterior recurrent branches of anterior tibial artery, and it also anastomoses with circumflex fibular branch of posterior tibial artery. Inferior genicular arteries on one side, they will anastomose with superior genicular arteries, and on the other side, inferior medial genicular artery, on the medial side it anastomoses with saphenous artery. Inferior lateral genicular artery anastomosis with anterior and posterior recurrent branches of anterior tibial artery, circumflex fibular branch of posterior tibial artery. Let us now revise genicular anastomosis around knee joint. Superior lateral genicular artery anastomosis with descending branch of lateral circumflex femoral artery, and on the other side it anastomosis with inferior lateral genicular artery. Superior medial genicular artery anastomosis with descending genicular artery. Inferior medial genicular artery. Inferior lateral genicular artery anastomosis with superior lateral genicular artery, and it also anastomosis with circumflex fibular branch of posterior tibial artery. Anterior and posterior recurrent branches of anterior tibial artery. Inferior medial genicular artery anastomosis with superior medial genicular artery and saphenous artery. Superior lateral genicular artery. It anastomosis with descending branch of lateral circumflex femoral artery. On the other side, it anastomosis with inferior lateral genicular artery. Inferior lateral genicular artery anastomosis with superior lateral genicular artery on one side, and on the other side it anastomosis with anterior and posterior recurrent branches of anterior tibial artery, and it also anastomosis with circumflex fibular branch of posterior tibial artery. This is circumflex fibular branch of posterior tibial artery. Superior medial genicular artery on one side it anastomosis with descending genicular artery. On the other side it anastomosis with inferior medial genicular artery. Inferior medial genicular artery. Inferior medial genicular artery on one side it anastomosis with superior medial genicular artery, and on the other side it anastomosis with saphenous artery. Saphenous artery is a branch of descending genicular artery.